So let's make sure you have what you need for your yin practice. Our practice today is about stress management. So we're working with this self-care yin series. And I think last week we were looking at calming and soothing anxiety. This week we're going to be practicing poses that support us in managing and reducing stress. We can't eliminate stress completely. What we can bring through our practice is a sense of learning how to manage stress so that it is at a tolerable level. Have your blankets ready. 2 blankets is always great. One for the underside, so underneath you on your mat, lines your mat, feels really warm. We don't do anything with our feet where we need to have grip on the mat, really. Have your bolster or bolster equivalent. For your bolster equivalent, it can be rolled up towels, tied with a belt, rolled up comforter, which makes a really great bolster, or rolled up blankets. Large pillows will also do the trick, or several small cushions. That's what we need today. And then what we're going to do is we might need to lift our bolster. So rather than, or whatever the equivalent is, rather than it being flat on the earth, what you might want to do is have some things that you can place at the top of your bolster so that it's at an angle which is accessible to you. So let's settle in here. As you can see, I'm choosing to wear my cozy jumper and my warm socks today. I've been on the River Thames rowing this morning and I was up to here in the water, so I've got very cold today. Closing your eyes, coming into your comfortable seat. Let's bring the thumb and index finger together in Gyan Mudra. This is our always go-to mudra, the one that we always start with or finish with, that we can use throughout our practice if we're not working with anything in particular. The index finger is the element of air. And it is this turbulence of air that can give rise to increasing levels of stress. So we're going to calm this element with our practice today. Grounding down through your sit bones, lengthening through your spine, lifting your crown up towards the sky, gazing down towards the earth or turning your gaze inward. Going to invite a breath, a coherent breath. It's called coherent breath because we're going to add structure and a count to our breath. Allow your body and breath to slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Bring your mind and body into this present moment. Present moment. Present moment. Invite connection to self. Connection to self. Connection to self. Allow the shoulders to soften and relax. The jaw to soften and relax. The crown to soften and relax. Now let's Take that feeling of softening and relaxing from the crown to the back of the head, the neck, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, the tailbone, softening, relaxing the whole length of your spine, from the tailbone to where it meets your skull, the back of the head and the crown, softening, relaxing. Allow the tailbone to lengthen down towards the earth, the crown to lengthen up towards the sky, while maintaining this softness. Breathing in for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Return to your natural rhythm. And I invite you for your breath today to think of a 2-part phrase, affirmation, or mantra. Perhaps slow down, present moment, let go, here, now. 2-word affirmation, mantra, phrase that you can use on your breath. The first on the in-breath, the second part on the out-breath. And during your practice of yin, on the in and out breath, whenever you notice that your mind is busy, that your heart is beating faster, that you are becoming distracted, invite this phrase onto the breath to calm the mind, to soothe the release of cortisol, so that we can begin to balance the stress reaction the stress response, coming back into neutral or reducing the effect on us. Inhaling, lengthen through your crown. As you exhale, drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Neck extension here. I invite you to bring your left hand to the right ear. Help to bring that left ear close to the shoulder. Maybe you reach out with your right arm at a 45-degree angle. Neck extension here on the right side. Inhaling the first part of your phrase. Exhaling the second part of your phrase. Three more breaths here. Let go. Slow down. Present moment. Release your hand from your head. Bring your right hand to your lap, your knee, and begin to straighten through your neck, moving very slowly. And then bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. So you now experience extension on the left side of your neck. Option to take your right hand to your left ear. Extend your left arm so that it feels heavy. You can feel the tension all along the neck, the top of the shoulder, traveling down the left arm. To calm the mind, you bring attention inward. We focus on our breath, on our phrase, affirmation or mantra. It takes determination to calm the mind. It is natural for us to react and respond to stimuli. Release your hand, bring the left hand back towards your knee and straighten through your neck very slowly. Take a moment here, neutral. Now let's turn the head over to the left. So our gaze goes towards the left. Inhale to center. And then on the next exhale, look to the right. Moving slowly, mindfully, with intention today. Inhale back to center. Roll your shoulders very slowly and deliciously up towards your ears. And then slide them down and away, moving slowly. Inhale to lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhaling to slide them down and away. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale to slide them down and away. Take a moment here. Open out your arms. Flip the left palm to the back of your mat so it's looking behind you. Keep the right palm facing forward and then bend into the left elbow and take the left hand to the middle of your back. Take the right hand to the back of your neck and reach for your left fingertips. If you can connect your fingers or take hold of your t-shirt or top that you're wearing so that you are using your top as a strap between the two hands. cow face pose, known as Gomukhasan, that right elbow opening out. You can stay here upright. You also have the option of exhaling and folding a little bit forward. Only go as far feels as comfortable for you. And then if it's comfortable for you to soften your neck and shoulders so that your crown reaches down towards the air, you're welcome to do that. If you wish, you can always place a large pillow or a bolster in front if you want to rest your crown. If you find you come quite far forward, but you want something to rest your crown on, you can always use a bolster or a pillow or two. Keep opening with that right elbow. So we'll all be in different places for cow face pose. Upright or folding as far forward as we choose, with or without support for the head. We're not here for very long. Inhaling the first word of your affirmation or mantra or phrase. Exhaling the second word. And allow the words to stretch out long. If you have a longer, slower breath. One more breath here. Engage your core, drawing your navel back towards the spine. Lift your head and begin to uncurl your spine to rise up. Release the right arm out, palm facing forward, and then with care, release the left hand, palm facing back. And then flip that palm forward. Cross the left arm in front of your body and take your right hand to the outside of your left arm so that you can release in this part of your shoulder of the left arm. You can always bring your hands into your Gyan Mudra, again connecting with your phrase. You can always change your phrase throughout your practice. One more breath here, and then let's release this arm. We're going to go the other way, so remember to hold onto your t-shirt so you're almost pulling your t-shirt down and up, pulling it apart like you would with a strap. Doesn't matter how far that gap is. Open your arms. Turn the right palm to the back of the room. Bend at the elbow and slide that right hand at your back, heading towards your shoulder blades, or between your shoulder blades. My right arm is much stronger than my left, so I have bigger muscles, so I'm a big, long way from the middle of my shoulder blade. Then bend into your left hand, left elbow, and take hold of your t-shirt or your hands, whatever you can hold. I'm now holding my jumper this side, and there's a big gap for me. Keep reaching out with that left elbow. You may stay upright here, or on the exhale, begin to fold forward. You can come as far forward as you wish, and then soften through your crown, your neck, your shoulders, so that your head is heavy. Perhaps you rested on a bolster or pillow. Yogi's choice. Again, we're not here for very long. in cow face pose. Draw your navel in towards the spine. And then begin to uncurl your spine, lifting up with your gaze. Then release the left hand out. With great care, release the right arm with the palm facing to the back. Before turning the palm forward, bringing your right arm in front of your chest, left hand to draw that right forearm towards you so that you can get a stretch in front of your shoulder to counteract cow face. One more breath here. And let's release this arm. Now this time we're going to roll the shoulders up towards our ears and bring them forward. Inhale to lift the shoulders towards your ears, roll them forward rather than back. One more time, inhale up to your ears and then roll them forward. And just before we move into our next pose, we're going to stay with this sequence for a moment and we're going to move into eagle arms. So your option for eagle arms is going to have either your hands on your shoulders or double bind. So let's open out our arms first. Let's take the left elbow above the right elbow. You can bring your hands to your shoulders and this might be enough for you. You can bring the backs of your hands together, or you can wrap your right fingertips onto your left palm. So you're in 3 places, 1 of 3 places. If you've got the backs of your hands together or your fingertips on your left palm, lift your elbows slightly. And yes, you know where we're going into a forward fold. So again, you can have a bolster or a large pillow or blocks in front of you so that when you fold forward, you can rest your hands on a bolster, or you can have your fingertips come to the earth. So perhaps you try both variations and see which one you prefer. Your chin is tucked in. I'm resting my forehead on my arms and hands because I'm supported by a bolster. So our practice today is aimed at inducing the release of the feel-good hormones and chemicals so that we can balance the adrenaline, cortisol that may be flooding our system. One more breath here. Draw your navel in towards your spine, and as you inhale, begin to uncurl your spine to rise up. Perhaps you take your gaze up towards the sky for a moment, and then head back to neutral. Uncross your arms. Take a moment here. You might want to roll your shoulders one way, then the other. And this time we're going to take our right elbow over the left elbow. Hands come to shoulders, backs of hands, or left fingertips on the right palm. Lift your elbows so they're parallel to your shoulders. And as you exhale, begin to curl your spine. Your hands can come towards the earth. You can simply be folding forward without resting your arms on anything, or you can rest your forearms on a bolster or a low footstool. Tuck your chin in. So forward fold. Using your breath. Inhale, slow. Exhale, down. Slow down. Inhale, present. Exhale, moment. Present moment. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Let go. You're going to rise up from here. Engage your core by drawing the navel towards your spine. And then begin to unfurl your spine. And perhaps you lift your gaze, lift your fingertips slightly towards the sky before returning to neutral. Unwrap your arms, and then let's roll our shoulders back, roll them forward. And let's move into deer rotation. And this is where you'll definitely need your block or large pillows or large books. So I normally use a footstool, but when I don't have blocks, but because I have blocks available, I'm going to use blocks. But you could use cushions or pillows and just place them at the top end of your bolster or large pillows. And you might want your blanket handy. You might want to place a little cushion on your top of your bolster or pillow for your head. Let's see if I got one handy here so I can show you. So let's bring the right hip up towards your bolster. Sorry, I just told you to put your bolster on the right hand side. If you've got it on the other side, then you can start on the other side because we're going to go both directions. And then let's have the forward leg, the right leg for me, my right shin parallel to the long edge of my mat. My left shin is parallel to the short edge of my mat. So you basically want your shins parallel to the short and the long edges of your mat. You might want to have a blanket here, cover your legs or your upper body with a blanket. So we have our bolster or pillows up against the right hip. Place both hands on either side of your bolster and then turn to your bolster. And you can bring your right ear to your bolster, or you can twist your head and take your left ear to the bolster. So you're in two places. You can also do this pose if you don't have pillows or cushions available. You can do this directly on the earth. It will feel a lot more intense because you won't have the height. But you could always place your hands on top of each other and place your eyebrows center on the backs of your hands. So you can be in a variation of deer rotation directly on the earth. You don't have props, pillows, cushions, low stools. Be inventive. And on your breath, perhaps you're considering your phrase. Here in deer rotation, this is the place to really let go of any tension in your body, your shoulders, your abdomen, your hips. We often think of twists as a way of wringing out, of draining. And here, think of releasing the hormones and the chemicals that inhibit us from feeling calm in mind, calm in body. The stress response is often a reaction to something that we have experienced with one of our five senses. And the way that our brain processes that response is through our brain stem. In the first instance, and it is at this point where it meets the brain that we are triggering our stress response, this survival instinct. But so often in daily life, we may not be at physical safety. It may be psychological or emotional. It may be that our thoughts, our anxieties are triggered by the stress. It can add to feelings that we already have. If we experience stress over a long period of time, we enter into this chronic state, leading to fatigue. So what we're doing here by twisting is thinking about interrupting the nerve stimulations that we are receiving in the brainstem. We're experiencing different sensations in our body that distract the mind, that distract the nervous system. Three more breaths here. Then turn your palms face down. Press into your hands to lift yourself up, moving very slowly, coming up. And now we're going to come to lie on our bolster. So we're going to maintain this position with our legs for a moment. And we're going to turn so that our lower back is connected with the bolster. So now our right shin is facing for me, the short side of my mat. So for you, if you were, might have changed. You're no longer facing the side that you were, and your other shin, your left shin, is on the long side now. So we still have this zigzag. And again, you can cover yourself with your blanket. And we're going to lower ourselves with great care onto our bolster or pillow and make them as high as you need. If your leg doesn't feel comfortable here, especially that left leg, so this is a bit like half saddle on the left leg. If that left leg doesn't feel comfortable, you can bring it out and place the left foot on the other so that you only have the right leg with a bend in the knee. So see how that left leg feels. And remember, that left foot can be as far away from your body. You can even straighten that leg out. If you want to straighten it out, you can straighten it out. I prefer the option with my knee bend if I'm not having it alongside me. And then if you have your cushion, you rest in the back of your head on your cushion. If you have an eye pillow, cover your eyes. Cover yourself with a blanket. And your hands can be face down or palms face up. See what feels comfortable for you. The heart is open. The chin is ever so gently tucked in. So do make sure you have something else to support your head, which enables you to tuck that chin in a little. Notice the sensations in your body. Where are you experiencing your sensations? Your knees, your hip, remember, you can always slide that left foot out so you have a more generous angle in that left leg. Three more breaths here. So we're not here for long. I'm very mindful that it feels quite intense on this left leg in particular if you have your knee bent. Now leave your back on your bolster pillow, slide your left foot out, and let's bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly. Soften with each out breath. Soften through the jaw, the shoulders, the chest and ribs, the hips and pelvis, the knees and ankles, softening. Silently on your breath, bringing to your mind your mantra, whichever one you've chosen. soft, relax, release, soften, soften, release, relax, soften, as if you are hypnotizing your mind with these calming words, images, these soothing sensations in the body, soothe the thoughts in the mind, soothe the heart rate, the body temperature, the body agitation, the mind's agitation, soothed, calmed, stress reduced, stress managed by the breath, by your practice. One more full breath here. And then tuck your chin, and with helping hands, rise up. Let's turn the right knee. So we bring the left hip to our pillow, our bolster. The right shin is now parallel to the short side. I'm facing the back of my mat. My left shin is parallel to the long edge. So I'm basically taking this zigzag from where it was here by bringing my right knee to meet my left heel and then sliding my legs round so my left hip is up against my bolster. So I'm not moving my bolster or pillows, I'm simply sliding myself round. Place your hands on either side of your pillows or bolsters. And lower onto your bolster. You can bring your eyebrow center, your left ear, or you can add a twist and bring your right ear to the bolster. And then allow the bolster or pillows to hold your weight. Making sure you're covered with blankets. And remember, if you don't have bolsters or pillows, you can come directly to the earth with your back, or with your side, or your ear. Our bolsters and pillows simply help us to bring the earth towards us. Inhaling and exhaling with your mantra or affirmation or phrase on your breath. Breathe, calm. Calm, peace. Peace, love. Love, compassion. 2 words in your phrase, repeating them on your in and out breath, silently to yourself. Three more breaths here in supported deer rotation. Placing your palms on the earth, inhale to rise up with helping hands very slowly. And begin to turn back towards your legs. So this time we're going to take the right shin along the long side of the mat, the left shin to the short edge of the mat. And remember, this right foot can be as close into you or as far away from you. It can also be on the earth with the knee bent. So the sole of your foot is flat on the earth. We're going to recline onto our bolster or pillows. So with supporting hands on either side of your hips, perhaps you walk them back a little. Keep supporting yourself while you lower onto your bolster or pillows. And then see how it feels in this right hip. If it feels too intense, you can always bring the right foot to the earth. You can extend that right leg if you wish. Remember, you can have that right foot as far away from your body or as close to your body as you like. Covering yourself with a blanket. So this is a combination of saddle pose, half saddle pose, and a expression of deer pose. My mind is calm. My thoughts are still. My breath flows evenly. My mind is calm. My thoughts are still. My breath flows evenly. Softening through your jaws, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your ribs, your hips, your knees, your ankles, your toes, your fingers, your hands, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, your collarbone, your jaw, your brows, your crown. Three more breaths here. And then let's bring the sole of the right foot to the earth. And adjust our feet so we can bring the soles of our feet into butterfly. Soles of the feet touching the knees wide. With helping hands, rise up slowly. I'm going to move into a forward fold butterfly here. So take hold of your ankles or your feet and fold forward. If you wish, you can always use your pillow or bolster for support here. Always place your bolster on your feet. And then rest your eyebrow center on it. Always, if you have a bolster, you can always stand it up at an angle and rest your eyebrow center on your bolster as well. And if you have no bolsters or pillows available, soften your crown towards the earth, softening your neck and shoulders. My mind is calm. My thoughts are still. My breath is calm. My breath flows evenly. My body is relaxed. My body is softening. With every out breath, I become calmer and calmer and calmer. With every out breath, I become heavier and heavier and heavier. Three more breaths here in butterfly forward fold. And as you inhale on the third cycle, begin to uncurl your spine one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to come directly to the earth for Shavasana now. So I invite you to place a large pillow or bolster underneath your knees so that they are supported. We've done quite a lot of work here at our knees and our hips. So having a bolster or a large pillow underneath your knees will release some of the tension. Covering yourself with a blanket. Perhaps you have a small cushion, a pillow for your head. And then lowering yourself to the earth, with helping hands. And making any small adjustments or movements that you need. Perhaps you have your arms alongside you. I invite you to rest your left hand on your heart and right hand on your abdomen if it feels comfortable for you. Notice how your chest, your abdomen rises and falls with the in and out breath. How your abdomen and chest rise to meet the palms of your hand and fall away from the palms of your hands. Letting go, releasing, surrendering the body, calming the mind, soothing your stress by breathing evenly, watching the flow of your breath, noticing the rise and fall of the breath as it moves within the body. We'll be here for 3 more minutes at least, and I invite you to stay here for longer. So that you make the most of this Shavasana. As you breathe, have the sense that you're releasing. Feel good sensations throughout your body, from the crown to the fingertips, from the crown to the toes, allowing this wave of feel good hormones and chemicals to spread with ease through your body. Unrushed, nowhere to go, still, nothing to do, calm, not a worry or care in this moment. This moment, your gift to yourself, to your body, to your mind. allowing yourself a few moments longer before rising by curling your knees in towards you, using helping hands when you choose to rise, and closing your time with Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti for the body, Shanti for the breath, Shanti for the mind. Peace in body, peace in mind, peace in breath. Dhanyavad yogis. I shall close the class.